What up, guys? Welcome to my coffee thoughts. Today we're talking about how women use lawfare so men don't really realize how messed up a people we are. So women's primary objective is to protect our reputation. And we could do this by being good people, but instead we're bitches, and if anybody talks about it, bitches and whores. And if anybody talks about it, they get sued. Now, an example of this is actually Kash, Patels' girlfriend. You're going to see this play out in front of our eyes. Now, sometimes it's lawfare that women use. Other times it's reputation destruction. They get you kicked out of the social group, kicked out of your job. I don't know. There's a whole list of ways that we've covered on the channel that women just ruin your life. But basically, the concept is you say something women are not strong enough for, women crash out, and then use men to help them crash out. So apparently, Kash Patels' girlfriend, Alexis Wilkins, has a full list of people she's being sued by. Alexis Wilkins, the girlfriend of FBI Director Kash Patel, has filed multiple lawsuits over what she says are damaging and false claims that she is an agent of Israeli intelligence working as a honeypot to compromise Patel. Newsweek has previously contacted legal and media representatives for Wilkins via email. She's 26. She's a country music singer, a podcast host, a writer, and a conservative political political commentator. So, again, men have created this awesome thing, right? They've created the internet. They've created conservative media, and women come in, and we're not strong enough for the internet. That's why you see like Candace Owens. Half of her show is just her trying to paint somebody as a bad person. And once you guys see this, you just can't unsee it. It's like half, they're a bad person, I'm a good person. Me, I'm a bad person, you know what I mean? Anyways. All right, so they started dating in 2023. And basically, she's saying there's a baseless rumor that circulated online which alleges that she's a spy. So again, you wanted to come into the public limelight. You wanted to be public. Nobody put a gun to your head and said, be on social media, have this career. And now you can't take what comes with this. Now look I have had an essay video of a woman criticizing every part of my face that is ugly. She was just letting me know you are not an attractive individual. And I was like, all right, I wish I was better looking. Do you know what I mean? But that's part of, this isn't to elicit sympathy because this is a great job. Call me what you want. This is a great job. But if the worst thing that happens to you is that somebody calls you a honeypot, like, bitch, please. Bitch, please. Let me get this straight. Somebody called you a honeypot. That's the god-awful thing. Somebody said you're a spy. Now, she said she was shocked when she first heard them. And she actually addressed the conspiracies herself on the Megyn Kelly show back in July. So again, this is what women do. They go into these spaces and they help each other destroy everything that men built and tone police everybody. Megyn Kelly did the same thing at Fox News. She was accused of manipulating the person I'm with that I love. That's a horrible accusation. Boo-hoo, cry me a river. You know, there's men that sacrifice their bodies to keep this country going. There's men that sacrifice their lives to keep this country going. And Kash Patel's girlfriend says, oh no, the internet. You know, I get really tired because I do this job and I face a lot of criticism. I face a lot of criticism from my side and from the opposite side. I have lost millions of dollars due to women like her, and I'll get into that later. And what's frustrating to me is that we get the opportunity to do the best job on the planet. We can't take what goes with it. All right, so blah, blah. So now she's filing a defamation lawsuit. Safarin has maliciously lied about Alexis Wilkins, falsely asserting that she, an American-born country singer, is an agent of the foreign government. So Sam Parker was another one. Now, I wanted to stick to Elijah Schaffer. Now, Elijah Schaffer, he posts a picture of Alexis, and it essentially is speculating that she may be a spy. He's not even definitively saying this. Now, the question is this a baseless accusation? I see men manipulated by women all the time. So would it shock me if the woman banging the FBI director has some influence on his decision making? No. So him kind of looking into what she's about, who she is, yada, yada, I don't really see anything wrong with that. But this is what happens. So the same thing happened to me. There was a case where I had a guy come on my show and talk about his divorce. His ex-wife, I've had to pay $10,000 in legal fees for a case that I'm probably going to win. $10,000. And these women just bankrupt you. If you say something or do something that offends a woman, they go to the end of the earth to bankrupt you. I had another woman spread the lie that I was a pedophile. And by the way, there are right-wing women that spread this lie. Sarah Gonzalez is one. That's another woman that spreads this lie. There is nothing, there's no evidence to support that. And it's really frustrating because the women repeat lies so many times that people just start to believe them. And we will never have freedom of speech when women are on the internet. They will get it shut down. There's a reason all the red pill forums are shut down. Women do not want men to know how awful they are. And I think we're jealous because men are naturally good people. Men naturally do the right thing and we naturally just do the wrong thing. And now this is going to change media forever. What used to be fun, like we used to be able to do conspiracy theories and it was fun. And now women said, I'm offended. Oh no, I don't want to be part of a conspiracy theory. Toughen up, Buttercup. That's my 2 cents. If you can't handle being on the internet, then don't be on the internet. I love it here. I love being here. And that has subjected me to a lot of criticism. But women use lawfare when they don't have the facts on their side. Men understand that they cannot always protect their reputation. Sometimes people are just going to believe a lie. And all they can do is try to do the right thing, but eventually let their actions speak louder than the lies. Men understand this, women don't, because women don't have it in us to be as good of people as men. And so what happens is we use lawfare and we really try to ruin the life of anybody who speaks out. So I stand with Elijah. He's just a journalist doing his job. I'm sorry, but Alexis Wilkins, you're a bitch. Fuck you. Fuck people like you. And I'm really tired of seeing women using lawfare when they don't get their way. If you're not a spy, address it and move on. I don't really think she's a spy. They call everybody a spy. But address it and move on. But women are ruining the internet in real time. Anyways, guys, like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.